So I don't really know if you can tell from the angle on the camera here, but these headlights are starting to look starting to get in kind of bad shape. The clear coat on the lights is delaminating and just looking really rough. So since I've got another set of lights laying around, I'll go ahead and swap them out and show you how to do that. Before we do that, let's get a look at the replacements. So you tell these look pretty good. They are used, just some cheap aftermarket ones. I actually had them on this car a while back, and whenever I wrapped it while I had the lights out, I didn't really feel like restoring these, so I just bought another cheap set and threw on this car when I wrapped it, and that's what these are. And about 3.5 years or so, and these again some cheap aftermarket ones starting to delaminate, which is exactly what was the reason I switched these out. But as you can see, I fixed them. I just went back and really simple process, sanded them down, got all that old clear off, and then I re-cleared them. You can wet sand them, buff them, but I mean it only is still just a temporary fix. Get a couple months out of it. So the best way to do is go ahead and prep them out and re-clear them. But anyway, enough about that. Let's go ahead and we're gonna pop the hood, pull the bumper and grill off, and get these swapped out. Pull these off. That's kind of detached to the upper grill. You have a screw in each corner. Pop this loose on each corner. Also, you'll have several plastic push tabs up under the bottom where it attaches to the lower apron here. So you can go ahead and pop all that stuff loose. Really not difficult. Pretty much like the last video where I've done it to the bumper off from the 7th gen. It's basically the same thing. So let's go ahead and pull those out. Once we get the bumper off, we'll be able to get to the headlight mounting bolts and pull the headlights off. Also, while I got it off, air conditioning on this car is not working as good as it used to. Hadn't diagnosed it yet, but while I got it off, one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clean this condenser out with some coil cleaner, and then later on I'm going to go from there and get it back up to par. But just something I'm going to do while I got the bumper off, just for future. So go ahead and pull it off and get squared away. Okay, but not sure why, but I ran into some technical difficulties with the video equipment. Anyway, so I pulled the two Allens out of the grill, 2 screws out the corners, popped the corners loose, went up under the car, and pulled loose all the plastic tabs holding the lower valance to the bottom of the car there. So let's check it out. I got the bumper off now. There's the bumper and the grill. Get the car with the bumper off. Okay, so nothing to it. Got a bolt here, one here. I think that goes to the headlight assembly. Got one there, and then got one in the corner. So it's actually very similar to the 7th generation Civic. All right, so let's go ahead and pull these off. Okay, so as simple as that. As you can see, about the hardest part is just finessing it just right to get it out of the opening here. But let's go ahead and get everything unplugged. Then we'll do the other side. Alright, as you can see, headlights are out. So, maybe we can get a better look here if we get the right angle. Yeah, here we go. You can see how the top portion of these headlights, the clear, is delaminating. So, which again, this can easily be fixed up like I told you earlier. Also, these brackets here, you retain these, you bolt them to your replacement headlights. This is what holds the bumper up, this front section here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this out. Tell it's pretty dirty. Go ahead and clean that out. Then go from there, let that dry off, and then just go ahead and clean that out and everything. Get that squared away. We'll go about switching the new headlights out, putting everything back together. I almost forgot. There's one thing, I've had this car about 10 years. I've owned a lot of Hondas, and this one is no exception. Honda horns are terrible, embarrassing, weak. I don't place much importance on horns, but the way these cars are, man, I avoid using the horn on this car at all costs, because I mean, it's pitiful. So, and it's one thing I want to do for a while is swap it out for something else. Anyway, I got the cruising online, and I looked into Hella, because I know they make a lot of aftermarket horns. So they got some that I've listened to, they're just extremely loud, and I'm not really digging the sound. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I just wanted something that sounds factory, but just not so cheesy. Anyway, so I found they had a set. It actually comes with two. It's actually plug and play for Honda. So, and I think I got this for like $12 or $15. So it actually comes with two horns. I think it's for models like the Accords. I think some of the Accords had two horns on them. This car's only got one, and but I bought the set of two with the 8 inches of. I could put one on this car and one on my 7th gen. So for $15, you can't beat it. So if we got the bumper off, I'm gonna go ahead and slap one of these new horns on. But first, let's get a before, and then we'll do an after on the sound. Also, let me show you the horns. So this is the box. It's Hella. You can see the part number here. Like I said, it comes with two. One of them is a 500 hertz. The other one is a 400 hertz. Like I said, I don't really care. I'll put the 500 on this car, and I'll put the 400 on the other one. So let's go ahead and get it before, and we'll get it swapped out and do it after. So you see what I mean? I'd love to lay on it, because it's even worse, but it's kind of late. I don't want to make any of the neighbors mad, so we're going to switch it out real quick. Then we're going to clean this, then we'll see what it sounds like, and we'll spray this condenser out. Okay, so this is the new one. Sorry, it's kind of dark out here. This is the new one. The old one is right here. Just one bolt holding it on, and just with a single wire connector. Okay, and just bolt the new one on, plug it right in. Also been on there a long time. Seriously tight for a daggone horn, I tell you. Okay, so see, here's the old one, and here's the new one. Okay. Man, that was easy. Okay, now let's check out the difference. Kind of sucks, right? I think it's a little bit better, but for $7, I can't really beat it. So anyway, let's get this condenser sprayed out and then get this car put back together. So pretty much got it buttoned up. I'm gonna leave it here on jack stands for today. Tomorrow I got to pick up a few of these panel fasteners. Broke a couple of them, so and I'm out, so I need to pick up a box of those. But other than that, let's check it out and see the difference here. So yeah, got the bumper back on, got the new headlights in, looking pretty good. Shouldn't have to worry about the finish on them for a long time. Should hold up really well. All my other cars I've done this to, man, they're holding up great. Alright, so it's quite an upgrade. Got a lot more stuff I want to do to this car here. It's been like my daily for like the past 11 years, up to the past couple of years I hadn't driven much since I got that beater. And anyway, a lot of stuff I want to do. A lot of this trim needs to be freshened up. Also, this wrap's been on here about probably over 3 years, so about time to unwrap that. So definitely going to show you guys how the process on unwrapping the car. And then once I get it unwrapped, the car's originally white, and I really want to go back to that. So the body's got a few imperfections, so show you how to do some spot repairs, and probably do some blending, a little bit of painting. So stay tuned for that over the next several months here. So just stick around, I'll show you more of this car and some other projects. But till next time.